All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we have ourselves a 13 Ford Focus. And by we I mean I have been sucking it up this morning. So first car, Chevy Cruze, pulled in. I got brand new lights set up here for you guys. Don't think that I don't listen to you. I read every single comment, good or bad. People have complained about the black lines on the videos. Dude, I get it. I know, I understand. It was an issue with these lights, not these ones. See how these ones have these little like tubes over them, and these ones, I'll just go look at them real quick. These ones, you can see the individual LED chip. That's what was messing with them, because there were so many. Like, they flash on and off like millisecond. It messes with the camera. So I got these all set up. I need to finish setting them up. I need to actually staple the wires to the ceiling and all that stuff. I think I'm gonna get, I don't know, at least one more for that corner over top of where I work. I'll probably just leave these corners alone. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, get them all set up. Gonna do a video. Chevy Cruze, easy money. Get the car in, lights go out. I'm like, oh man, don't tell me like I like shorted this out or like something, something crazy happened. Nope. You wanna know what it was? I'll tell you what it was. The power was out. The power went out. Whole neighborhood, everybody's down. For like, from 9 a.m. to like 12:30 something, we had no power. So then, get that done. I had to go get my generator out so I could use my heat gun. I tried to shrink it with the torch, but I don't have that much practice with it, and that is the wrong tip to be doing. It makes a very, very straight focused beam or whatever, flame, I guess that'd be the correct word. I tried it for a second and I was like, man, I don't know, I really don't want to melt this film, and then have to do it all over again. So got the entire car done, had to drag my generator out, start it up, all that good stuff. Got done in like 2 hours, almost exact. So I was like, yeah. Then I get this car, I'm sucking, dude. I didn't take the spoiler off. The first one I messed up. I got it cut a little bit too short. I didn't realize it, where it goes up underneath the spoiler. If you guys have ever done these, you'll know what I'm talking about. Where the film slides up like right here. I had it just a little bit short, so it messed up my cut. Frustrating, but is what it is. One of those deals. So I was like, you know what, let's not fight with this spoiler. We got ourselves a liner off that Chevy Cruze back window. It'll be big enough for this. We'll just stick the liner on the inside, cut it, cut our pattern out, right? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Trace out our pattern, put it on the back window. Yeah, well, somehow I managed to mess that up too. I don't know how, but I did. So let's see, is that light? Yeah, that'll work. Somehow I managed that. Was extremely frustrated with myself. So I said, you know what? It's right here. You have like next to no room to get around this little thing for the mirror, or the wiper. So it's pretty frustrating. So this is attempt number 3. My fiance came home, she was like, I figured you'd be almost done with this car. I said, yeah. Nope, still on the back window. The good news is we should have plenty enough scraps. We ought to be able to do the entire rest of the car without pulling anything off of here. More amateur stuff right here. Like, you guys would think that I know what I'm doing. I just make this stuff up. Bro, seriously? Whatever. All right. So, yeah, I was like, you know what? We'll just take the spoiler off. It's easy to do. Honestly, I wish I would have done it the first time, but I don't know, like, the weird thing is I've done these before. I've done a handful of them. This body style, everything. Never taken the spoiler off, never needed to, never had an issue. No. It's the last one of the day, so I'm not super upset, but I would have liked to have been done by like 2:30, you know what I mean? Just because I would like to go back to the Home Depot and get some more LED lights for in here, like I just explained. But it's not gonna be the end of the world. I can still get it. I'll still have time to do that. So if you guys are struggling with this back window because of this spoiler, I'll show you how I put it together, and then you'll know how to take it apart. It's pretty simple. So these lights we got, obviously I've got two of my old ones still up there. They're 5,000 lumens. I couldn't tell you what brand they are or anything like that. I actually got them secondhand. One of my buddy's parents bought them for his home garage, and his wife said they weren't pretty enough. So he sold them to me for like next to nothing. And then I bought commercial, what are these? Yeah, commercial electric. They're 2-foot industrial LED high bay lights, 18,000 lumens a piece. They are a bit overkill. The only thing I don't like about them is these are the fixed beam. So they've got another one. They've actually got a couple different versions that are very similar. They've got ones that are like this, but instead of it being one solid piece, they have two, basically lighting elements. And then what you can do is you can angle them where you want them. That would have been ideal. So that lets you kind of shine the light more where you want it, rather than just being straight down. I would have bought those ones, however they had one. They only had one in stock, and that didn't do me any good. So I needed to get them all done so I could get them all sold, get all my old ones sold, tore down, all that stuff, so I could, make some better videos for you guys. They had another one that was like 24,000 lumens, and I would have bought them, but they had 4, but 2 of them were in like a big box and 2 of them were in like a small box. They had the same model number, so I don't know if they just switched packaging, but I was kind of like, it's kind of suspicious. But then it also said that it was an industrial dimmer switch was required to install them, which means I would have to do some wiring, like more than just, you know, connecting your black, white, and green. You know, I didn't have time, nor do I have the desire to hook up a dimmer switch, because these lights will never be dim. They're gonna run full power every time they turn on. So that's that. Are we up here? We're right on the line there. Also, we're looking at some analytics from this past week. Well, really the past month. They do their analytics in 28-day segments, basically. And you guys only, I think it was like 14%, only 14% of my viewers are subscribers. So, you know what's coming next. You know what's gonna happen. This is a part where I say, please everybody, like and subscribe, blah blah blah. Honestly, I don't really care a whole lot about the subscriber count. I mean, it's definitely cool, don't get me wrong, but I'm not gonna beg people to subscribe other than right now, because we're at 437 and I'm not gonna BS you guys. I want to get to 1,000 so I can get monetized. That's it. Once I get to 1,000, you won't hear me ask for a subscription ever again. I'm not like a lot of YouTubers that are like, comment, share, blah blah blah, do this, Patreon, da da da. Yep, we got links in most of the descriptions of all, like, of our recent videos for merchandise. Would it be cool if you go buy some? Absolutely. Am I gonna cry myself to sleep if you don't? No. I just had a lot of people, not only, mostly in my local market, my local area, people that have, you know, my customers I've been doing business with for years. They've asked for merch, and the way I used to do it is I used to get like bulk orders. I used to order like 30 plus shirts, and then, you know, do that whole deal where you take, you know, you basically just sell them like on your own, offline, of course, because this is a couple years ago. Shopify was like just starting out, and, you know, Teespring, I don't even know if it was a thing yet. But I finally just went ahead and set up a Teespring. We got all kinds of different merch. Like I said, would it be cool if you buy it? Yes. Am I gonna get upset if you don't? Absolutely not. Certainly don't have to. You can set what you want to sell stuff for on there. Like, they have a base cost, and then you can sell your, you know, you can go up from there. I really didn't change much at all from what like the default pricing is. So no lie, there's one item that if you order it, I'll make $8 on. That's it, $8. But everything else, every other item, the leggings, because there's leggings for the ladies on there. Well, I mean, dudes, if you want to wear them, whatever. Leggings on there, I make $3. Most everything else is like $1, maybe $2. So it's definitely not like a get rich quick scheme or anything like that. It's just one, like I said, people have asked about it. 2, it will help offset the time it takes to do these videos. So I'm standing here talking to you guys, doing our thing here. When you hit record, I mean, it slows you down. You gotta, you know, make sure you have enough batteries. You gotta make sure you got enough SD card space, all that good stuff. And then, I mean, that's just the recording side of things. Then you have to edit it. It takes time to upload. It takes time to, I don't really do like a whole lot of like, how do I say this, legit editing, right? I mean, I pretty much just like to keep it raw, uncut. I just, you know, might splice some stuff together. You know, put your clips together and then export them. I did have a subscription to a royalty-free music library. I think is what they call it. They call themselves a library. That was like $40-some a month, but I had like nobody said they liked the music, and like 4 people said they didn't like the music. So they're like, you know, we don't like the music. So went ahead and stopped putting the music in the videos, really, unless it's just a time lapse or something like that. So, you know, there again, there's, you know, $50 a month, $40-some a month that I was spending to do what I thought was gonna make some better YouTube videos, but apparently you guys disagreed. Just another example of how they take time and money to make, and YouTube doesn't pay you unless you're part of their monetized partner program deal. I meet every single criteria except for 1,000 subscribers. So like I said, if we could just get to 1,000, that'll be great, and then you'll never hear me ask about it again. So as you can see, I got my hatch trim taken off here. It's really easy to do this, like any kind of plastic. Get in there. Trim panel tool or anything like that is all you need. It's real simple, real easy. Ah, man, I wish I would have done that the first time. Look at that, just laid in there so nice. I know somebody's probably going to ask, using Helios Orbit on this car. I mean, you could probably figure it out because of the big orange and blue box, but I figured I'd just let you know. Got Pro Classic over there, but I just want to use up the rest of this so I can start dwindling down my stash there. Got everything set pretty much where we want it. Time to hard pass it here. Something up there, but I think it's just where I didn't have it squeegeed all the way out. So we might have a little something there. Let's make sure we didn't break that. No, it's still on there. Make sure we didn't break that one. Nope, it's still on there too. Man, I wish I would have done that first. gonna take my hard card and a blue shop towel here, you know, and just try to get any extra moisture, which doesn't look like there's much, which is great. Get that around our wiper. There we go. Something right there on that dot matrix. So I'm not gonna sit and mess with it too much because it ain't a big deal. We can always heat it up here in a little bit or just let it sit. All right. So, how are we gonna put this back together? Well, it's super easy. Normally I don't like to shut the door or the hatch or whatever, but we're gonna have to for this. Basically, this just has a couple tabs, 3 screws, 3 bolts, and 4 screws. So you just kind of, I don't know if you can see how that goes on there like that. And there's one right here in the middle. It's a locating tab. See that? It's that simple. It just locked itself in. And go ahead and open this. You can also unhook the or unscrew the light right here. A couple T, I don't know what they are, Torx. They're Torx. I don't know if they're 20s or not. Pretty simple though. Take those off, and then you can pull the light out, and then you can disconnect it. And then there's a washer arm motor in there. Look at that, 3 bolts. These are 8mm. And where'd my other one go? Right there. So I like to not crank everything down until I get everything started, just in case there's a little bit of wiggle or play or something like that. You don't have to lock it down and then have to kind of tweak something a certain way to, like right here would be a good example. I mean, it's not gonna move much, but let's say this wasn't over enough. You might have to, you know, massage that a little bit. Looks like it's gonna go pretty much perfectly where it was, so just go ahead and snug these 2 up. These are T20s. Welcome to Ohio. Everything is rusty and crusty. So, you know, it is what it is. You could definitely use an impact if you wanted and just zippy zap them bad boys on there. Just be careful you don't use a gun that's too powerful, or you can definitely snap these, being just little fellas. So easy. Now this would be the trickiest part, because I didn't take this off first, so might have the other side. Yeah, here we go. So we're just gonna slide it in here like this, and then that tab goes in like that. Push that thing up there, boom boom boom, lock that in, which I don't think it was locked in right when it came in, so I don't know. It just was super easy to take apart, but I don't really take apart too many of these Fords at all, so I don't know if that's just, you know, kind of the way they are, if they're kind of flimsy, I don't know. Come here, buddy. I want you to just, there, pull that down a little bit. There we go. See how it just locks in? It's super simple. Shove that back in there, boom. And this little fella here, obviously you got your little tabs. Got your little tabs on the end. Whoops. go. There. This, when it came in, wasn't even locked in all the way. All I did was touched it and it popped off, so better than when I found it. Wiped my dirty handprints off of it. Just double check we don't have any little fingers or anything that popped up. There you go. Now we've just reassembled 2012. I think they call this a Mark III Focus. I don't know. But now you know how to put the spoiler back on. And since you know how to put the spoiler back on, it means you also know how to take it apart. Because we basically did just that. Now, you guys know normally I leave the hatch up, sheesh, and do all that stuff, but I am going to go ahead, put the wiper arm back on it, just because the sooner I can get this thing done and out of my life, the happier I'll be. Don't you just hate that when, like, something so easy just ends up kicking your butt? Like I said, I've done these before, never had to peel this spoiler off. And then today, well, I've got the scrap pieces of film to prove it. It's like one of my customers, he's a business guy, he's been in business. I guess, I don't know, I guess he took over as like one of his grandpa's business or something like that, but we were talking and he said his grandpa had a saying, it said, some days you get the bear, someday the bear gets you. He said the goal to being successful was to make sure that you get the bear more than the bear gets you. So yeah, it's a good analogy, I suppose. Come on. Done. Probably clean that glass again. By the time it's all said and done, put my 10mm back. That's the one I use the most.